A coach offers guidance to a developing player.
Number 50 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 50.
Striding in, Murray Fernandez. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. The windup and the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time. The 1-1 home. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Line drive to center field. Madden is there, and he has it for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
And that misses ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Way in front of that fastball.
Hey, back when I first broke into the big leagues, a lot of the pitchers wanted to work east to west. Now, with such an uptick in velocity, these guys are working north-south. That's just a great elevated fastball with serious velocity on it.
Slapped hard the opposite way. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Third baseman number 24.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Peach, base runner at first with 1 out. It's sharply toward third. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. The relay throw, but too late, and he's safe at third. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
0-1 count, and the pitch.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Second and third here, 1 man out. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea.
And the run is in to score on the sac fly as they double things up to lead it 6-3. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sent on the ground out to second. Hawthorne from the outfield grass. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. On to the bottom of inning number.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
And tonight's comes to an end, 6-3 the final. Altoona.
A player new to his AA squad gets a tip from one of his coaches.
Number 50 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 50.
Marco Hernandez steps in. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
That's up. That's up. That's up.
Pollard over to his left. 1 out. Settling in now, Cyrus Cabral. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
You see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
Stepping in, Will Keys. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. A swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. Cabral, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Coming to the plate now, Matt Goslin. He singled his last time up. And that misses inside. 1-0. In there, and it's even at 1. A runner on first with 2 away. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Here's a high pop-up. Pollard is there. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Hey, we were really treated to a good one today. Bottom of the 8th proved to be the difference, though, and a good job here in the 9th to close the book on this one.
A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The Fightin' Phils came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Number 55 claims the win out of the pen, his first. Number 50 records the save, his first of the year. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. Number 50 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 50.
At the plate, Juan Mendoza. First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball just a bit high.
Mendoza.
Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Now the 1-1 pitch. Now a drive to right field. This could do it. Game over. Walk-off home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over. And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game.
Multi-hit game, and one of them was a dinger. That's a solid day's work for any hitter, and it had an impact.
Number 50 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 50.
Ready for another shot now, Juan Mendoza. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
After a brief trial move, this prospect is being returned to his original role. It's welcome news. A coach is sent to offer guidance on training for a specific position.
The show's continuing coverage of Eastern League Baseball is on the air. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the New Hampshire Fisher Cats and the Reading Fightin' Phils. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Number 50, a righty from the state of Ohio, will do the pitching in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
This guy has a 3-pitch mix, and he needs all 3 of his pitches. If he has them all working and uses them properly, he has a chance to be very effective.
Quezada backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Hey, this lineup's got to do it a little bit differently. It's not the modern version of 3 true outcomes: walks, strikeouts, home runs. This is a team that beats you down, manufacturing runs, getting guys on base, keeping the defense on its toes and waiting for them to make the mistake.
And he got him.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there. It's a straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at-bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
And he gets ahead 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, back-to-back, same pitch, same spot. Don't be shocked if he goes right back out there. If I'm a hitter, that's where I'm sitting. Everyone would think he wants to go somewhere else. He might go right exactly to the same spot.
And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around and the inning is over. So a fairly painful. So coming to the plate, Josh Chen, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. 1-1. Fouled off. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
All right, here's how the home side's lining up defensively. If you were to describe right field in one word, I think it would be cannon. And that's what this guy brings to the table. An absolute cannon to go along with great range. Don't test the arm.
Now at the plate, Salvatore Quevedo. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Lifted down the line in left. Matson giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Stepping into the box, Andres Castro. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Swing and a little blooper to center. Ruiz moving in, but he won't get there. It falls in. Digging in, Brian Herrera. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And it's fouled away. No score here as we play inning number 2. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
As long as you actually get it inside, that two-seam fastball running towards the hands is a...
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Rodney King. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year. Looking to get things turned around in a hurry. The windup and the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
2 mid-90s fastballs and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pop commit. You're either all in on another fastball or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed.
And there's out number 1.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an well-executed pitch there.
In time to first, and there are 2 away. Digging in now, Kent Curtis. He flew out in his last at-bat. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Into the box now, Alfonso Montoya. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases.
Hey, no runner, eat it.
Curtis rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Great piece of hitting here. Men on first, and they're playing him to pull, but he crosses them up and goes the other way with it, making the outfielder cover a lot of extra ground. That allowed the runner to come all the way around from first to score, and that was a great piece of hitting.
Behind 0-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Again, he sends it out of play. Montoya stands at second with 2 gone. High in the air down the right field line. Cousins is after it, but he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
And this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to wind up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Men on third with 2 down. Slapped hard the opposite way. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Cut. Hold it.
Outside of taking a ball in the seats, Dan, these were my favorite knocks to get. 2 outs, man on third, and you're able to upset that entire team, including that pitcher, with a late 2-out ribby knock.
And so frustrating from a pitcher standpoint, D-Roy. You're in trouble. You're 1 pitch away from getting out of some trouble. Make 1 bad pitch, a base hit. The inning continues, and another run batted in.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left. Into the box, Andres Castro. He reached on a single in his first try.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
He'll put it away without much trouble, and the leadoff man is retired here in the 4th. Here comes the first pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. The throw into second. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you could say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
Out in front as he rolls over it to second. And there are 2 away now. Digging in the switch hitter, Richard Arena, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here's the first pitch to him. High in the air out to center field. Ruiz is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Kent Curtis. He singled his last time up. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Even though that wasn't a fastball, it's never fun seeing a pitch come right at your head. Your first thing is to dive out of the way. It's not to see if you could see the stitching of a slider and decipher whether or not it's a fastball.
And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
In there at the knees, strike 1. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5.
That's up.
Fouled away.
That's up.
inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Flip a coin right here with this next pitch. After throwing 2 fastballs to get ahead, he's been able to lay off both those off-speed pitches. Looked like he's seeing it pretty good.
The 2-2 one more time. Is in there, a called strike 3.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Here's a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
Swung on and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into the concourse area.
On the ground over to first. Pollard right there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Joe Tipton takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Yeah, that's a sweet win, especially on the road. They took the lead in the top of the 13th and held on to it in the bottom to secure this win.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game.
A manager confronts his pitching staff about an unacceptable team statistic.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. A Memorial Day get-together for you here at the ballpark between the Reading Fightin' Phils and the Portland Sea Dogs. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Joseph McCoy, a right-hander from the state of Iowa, gets the starting assignment. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, this guy keeps his team in the ball game. He's won 2 of his last 3 starts, so he's been throwing the ball really well. And one of the keys for this guy is getting early outs to keep his pitch count down. If he can do that, he should be able to get into the 7th or 8th inning in this one here today.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Takes something off, but it's 1-2 now. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Hit hard but foul to the left, and they'll try it again. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Mark DeRosa, what do you have for us on this lineup?
Yeah, Matty, the one thing that jumps out at me is the fact that this team just does not drive the baseball. Last in slugging percentage. You can chalk a little bit of it up to their ballpark, but the bottom line is this will eventually catch up with them. They have to work better counts and at least try to create some havoc offensively.
Stepping up to the plate, Johnny Ortiz, as we take a look at the splits between April and May.
Fans, it's still only May, but summer will be here before you know it. So there's no better time than the present to make sure you'll be part of the action this summer with a full or partial season ticket plan. Don't miss out. For information, stop by any stadium window and say hello to one of our friendly ticket agents. They'll find the plan to suit your needs.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. And that one stayed too low apparently. One out, nobody on. This is line to left. That gets down and he's got himself a base hit.
That's what you want the guys at the top of the order to do. Set the table for the monsters. 3, 4, 5. Nice piece of hitting.
Stepping in now, Ray O'Brien. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike one.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
Grounded to first. Scooped up to second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. An inning in the book. So striding in, Anthony Sierra, and he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. And a ball 1-0. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now at 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Another 2-2 offering. Fastball is outside, and it's full now. 3-2. Akira Kaneko will be next. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a bunt attempt here. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out. At the plate, Roger Franco. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. 0-1 the count. The 0-1 pitch. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Marco Hernandez steps in. He too had 3 knocks in yesterday's win.
Marco Hernandez.
Here comes the first pitch. Here's a check swing and a foul ball. Bottom of the second here with no score. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
Line drive to left, and that's in there. Base hit. And a relay home, and not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
Hey, there's a good job of battling right there, D-Roll. Pitcher have the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. They'll take that pitcher deep in the count, feeling comfortable about it. That's the type of hitter this guy is, and he was able to come through.
And a changeup runs in on him, and he's got to duck out of the way. Hernandez is off at first with 2 away. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
One thing's clear, he's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, no error. At the plate, Will Keys. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
3-2 now.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Count still full, 3-2.
I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back-to-back. I don't think there'll be a third.
Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Richie Castro. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. Castro is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays. Count still at 1-2. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line drive to center field. And now a diving effort, but this is off the center fielder's glove. Throw into second, and he's safe.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. And that's in there for his strike, 1-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
And this one gets away. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Full count now, 3-2. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Hit back up the middle. Quezada up the middle. Throw to first, not in time as the run is across to score.
So frustrating, Hero. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
Popped him up. Quezada into shallow left. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. So striding forward now, Anthony Sierra. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. Digging in to try it again, Akira Kaneko. He'll step in trying to do something about this 2-2 tie. Madden is there. 1 pitch, 1 out. Stepping in, Roger Franco. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Hot shot to third. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Hold it.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. Nothing in one. 1 for 1. Single his first time up. In there with base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Right over the middle, knee high. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Standing in, Will Keys. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And it's 1-2. Both teams with 6 hits so far. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2.
He went with the off-speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And that's going to plate the go-ahead run from second as they move out in front here, 3-2. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Richie Castro. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. No balls and 1 strike. Now the 0-1. Here's a strike.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So it's a run on 3 hits, no error. Number 51 enters from the bullpen.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
8-5 today. The Reading Fightin' Phils used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Number 51 earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Joseph McCoy struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. Charlie Cole wraps it up for the save, his 4th of the season. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
For the Titans, 8 runs on 14 hits. 1 error. They left 12 men on base. For the Sea Dogs, 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game,